Hello, my little ice cubes, and welcome. It's your big Oni sis, Calla Nevermelt, with yet another episode review of Digimon Beatbreak. And dear God, this episode was great. I absolutely enjoyed it. Now, don't get me wrong, the last episode was pretty cool too, but this episode we at least get to see another side to one of the characters, that being, of course, the leader, Kyo, and also get a bit more world building. So, hell yeah, let's get started. So, first, we start off with basically seeing Kyo walking around in this mysterious place with some baby Digimon, to which, is kind of like, who are they, what are they, where are they at? I gotta say, this place looks beautiful. And then we jump on over to see Tomoro not knowing how to cook a simple egg and sticking it in the microwave only for it to explode and basically cause a huge, gigantic mess. Now, I just want to say, I hope this dude does not believe in putting meat in, boiling meat. Cause, no, my dude. Do not, do not do that. You never boiled meat, just like you do not put an egg in a microwave. I am glad that he decided to get some, help in the end, but that's beside the point. So, we find out that, since Kyo's not around to help cook, we discover that he often disappears mysteriously for, every 2 weeks or so, doing God knows what. To which, they're kind of wondering, where he's at, what he's doing, what he's up to, etc., etc. And to be fair, this, I think, is the reason why a lot of fans have stated that he might be a spy. Granted, this entire episode disproves that, but I digress. So, they then go to see if they can't get any, bounties, only for it to turn out that every one of the high bounties, the big boys, if you will, have already been taken care of. And the reason being is because, well, the cleaners that are in charge are also known as the 5 stars, which, by the way, they are based on the 5 elements of Chinese zodiac mythology: wood, fire, earth, gold, and water. I'm pretty sure one of those were wrong. It's been a hot minute since I've, known about the whole, the zodiac, elements. But yeah, so the 5 stars are all based on the, zodiac, elements in Chinese, mythology. And I'm going to assume the boss, the big boy, the leader, the strongest of the strong, whatever you want to call him, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's the Gold team, or the one that's based on gold. Plus, we see that there's silhouettes in the background, and obviously there's Son Gokumon, who we clearly seen at the beginning of this, episode, or not episode, but the beginning of this series. And yeah, so we kind of get a little bit of a world building to figure out, who they are, who's the top of the food chain here, how strong they are, and clearly these guys are a serious threat, especially since they've been able to handle these bounties like it was nobody's business. And so, we kind of move on and see that Yoshi, I believe that's how you said the dude's name, kinda accidentally spills the secret about Kyo, who is doing this private thing that he doesn't want anyone to find out. And we get this funny little scene with Reina, who asks him nicely to spill the beans, and so it's like, alright, you know what, fine, yeah, you twist my arm enough, here's what's up. And so they go on a little trip, and they discover that there's some like hikers or whoever that are passed out in on the road. And so okay, reveal to chat. Like I said, I am but a pleb. I do not know every single itty bitty Digimon there is. Alright. But the Bat Digimon, who I gotta say, I kind of hope to see his evolution. And also, he does look cool. But He's analyzing this giant scratch mark, trying to figure out who it is, while Gekomon and Tomoro go into the woods alone to find some clues, only to see this tiny little baby Digimon. To which, of course, the baby Digimon is scared, and my god, Gekomon needs to learn boundaries. Because apparently, we just find out that this dude, the reason why he knows why this baby Digimon kind of tastes like Kyo's Epulse is because when Kyo's asleep, Gekomon literally tastes him. And it's like, my guy, what the hell? But anyway, so again, Churmon, that's Churfmon, that's the name. Churfmon, he basically has analyzed the claw marks, and they come from the Black Galgamon. I hope I said that name correctly. And we see again the teamwork, and I love this fight with a big Black Galgamon. We see how far Gekomon and Tomoro have come in being partners, their strategies, their teamwork. Again, amazing character development for them. However, all we need is for them to have Gekomon finally evolve. But anyway, we see that Black Galgamon isn't evil, he's just hungry. And I gotta ask, when it comes to, these Digimon, the Digimon world and whatnot, do they have to feed on anything in their own world? Or is that only when they come into the air quote real world where they need to feed on Epulse? And furthermore, we kind of see something that answers the question later in the episode, but depending on the size of the Digimon matter when it comes to feeding? Because like if you got a Digimon that's the size of like say Seadramon, is that going to be a lot of E-Pulse that you need to give up? Or can you just take about, a third of your E-Pulse and be okay with that? Because we see with Pandamon, for example, Pandamon wasn't at his full strength due to the fact that the boss was getting on in years. So I'm wondering, if he was, smaller, would he been okay? Again, is it a size thing? But that's beside the point. So, as, we see that Toromon is in, Tomoro is in trouble, we see, of course, Kyo coming in, and we see, of course, the coolest scene, mostly because, I forgot the Digimon's name, but his attack just looks so badass, and he clearly has this Conqueror's hockey thing going on, being able to tell Black Galgamon to basically leave, get out of here, or there will be some more smoke. And so we kind of discovered that, thanks to the accident, Gekomon got, well, accidentally, Black Galgamon to destroy one of these little machine things. You see that there is this hidden area, this hidden, I don't want to say village, but it's this place where Kyo is keeping all the baby Digimon that they've been, saving. They've, defeated the bad guys, and then they collect the babies, and this right here, I absolutely loved this, because we see that he is mysterious. Again, this destroys that whole Kyo is a secret spy or a bad guy or whatever. And we see that, like, nah, he is just, wanting to take care of those who need it. And the reason why, because if he hands them over to, the government, the big boys, whatever, they will just delete them. AKA, they will kill them, and as if it never even mattered. And we see that apparently the big five, the five stars, also have the same philosophy. To which I gotta ask, if you see Digimon as nothing more but something to get rid of, then why do you have Digimon yourself? I mean, it's kinda counterintuitive, but I digress. So, we see Kyo, he actually cares again for these Digimon. They didn't ask to be brought into this world, and he sees that the reason why he's tired 24/7 is because he gives them his energy, to which it takes a lot out of. Because again, there's like maybe 20 of these the baby rank Digimon, and he's just staggering. So Rain is like, hey, listen, why did you keep this a secret? We're a team, we're Ohana, we're a family. We're supposed to, be in this together. And we see later that, Kugamon even says it too, like, hey, you should probably, trust your friends, because they're stronger than they look. And again, I love that. But as, all this is happening, they decide to try to go after, Black Galgamon, and we see that not all Digimon. Wait! Before I forget, we also see a nice little callback scene where when they're talking to, well, not really talking, but looking at the baby Digimon, one of them, the one that was Hyenamon, remembers, Tomoro. I was like, oh shit, you're the one that wanted to, end me. You're the one that wanted to kill me, so I don't want to be anywhere near you. I think that was a nice little touch, again, a nice little callback. But anywho, so Kugamon shows Tomoro where, the Black Galgamon was. And we find out that, he didn't want to cause any trouble. He didn't want to attack humans. He doesn't want to attack Digimon. He just wanted to basically chill and be left alone. But the bad guys in charge like, no, 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 no. If you're not going to do this for me, then we're just going to chain you up and leave you to starve to death. To which this right here, kind of going back to when they first met, Black Galgamon didn't want to attack. He was in this moral dilemma where he wants to eat because he doesn't want to get deleted, aka die, but at the same time, he doesn't want to eat because that hurts, people that can kill them. And again, due to his size, I'm going to assume he needs a lot of E-pulse to stay alive. Especially since he, ate those other three guys' E-pulse only for them to, not satisfy his hunger. But anywho, so yeah, nice little fight. We get to see Wolverine, deliver some blows only to get smoked. And we see that Kugamon and Gekumon come in just in time to kind of hold him down. And again, Black Galgamon is just, repeating the same thing. He has to eat, but he doesn't want to hurt. And so he, again, is in this moral dilemma. And I do love this scene because we see that most of the time the Digimon were like, nah, I want to do this bad guy thing. So to see a Digimon being like, no, I don't want to do this, it's kind of nice. Plus, at a desperate attempt, Black Galgamon is using the last of his E-pulse, aka his life energy, and he's about to get deleted. He's starting to be vaporized on the spot, only for Kyo to come in and let him feed. Mind you, by the way, Kyo is already weak and tired due to feeding all the other Digimon. But he doesn't care. He wants to save. He wants to protect. He wants to do the right thing. And I'm going to assume, since he's so strong, I'm going to assume one of the 5 stars came to him saying, hey, listen, how about you join us? But, we believe in deleting Digimon. You cool with that? To which Kyo's like, nah, I don't like that. So I wonder if, he had an opportunity to join the 5 stars, but didn't because he is a good individual. Granted, I would like to see more of a backstory as to what made him like this, what made him decide to be nice and humbled and give. Again, he is losing his e-pulse, but he doesn't care. He wants to help. He believes in second chances. So, seeing this side to him is absolutely amazing. Because again, the whole him being a spy is thrown out the window. And we get to see that what kind of person he truly is. He's more than just the cool, laid-back guy who is strong and powerful. He is compassionate, which is amazing. And so, as Bracket Galgamon says thank you, he turns into his baby form. That way, it's much easier for him to store e-ports. And then we get a nice ending scene where Tomoro is giving Kyo some food, only for there to be eggshells in it. And so Kyo points that out, but it's like Tomoro's like, "Hey, listen, can you give me a hand? Can you teach me how to cook?" I love that scene, very wholesome. Plus, Tomoro needs to learn how to cook ASAP because he seems like he's going to be the guy that boils meat, and that's just not cool. Okay, like, but anywho, overall though, this was a very good episode, and we get to see a side of Kyo that was great. I kind of hope we see backstories, but I also wonder when are we going to see a member of the the 5 stars? Because are all of them evil or just some evil? Again, I'm going to assume the one that's the golden 5 star. I'm going to assume that's going to be the big head honcho, who's the ring leader, if you will. But other than that, though, this was a good episode, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky. And I will see y'all next time. Bye!